You're probably making at least one of these gardening mistakes right now, and it's not your fault. Bad advice spreads fast, and some of the most common gardening tips are actually hurting your plants. Today, we're clearing up the confusion. I'm going to expose some of the biggest gardening myths and show you what actually works. Let's get started. A few years ago, I thought I was doing everything right. I watered my plants every single day, gave them full sun, and used the best soil I could find.
But my plants still struggled.
Turns out I was following advice that seemed helpful but was completely wrong. That's when I started looking deeper, pun intended, and found out the truth. So today, I'm breaking down some of the biggest gardening myths so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's start with the first one, the biggest watering myth out there.
Myth 1, the more water, the better.
This one gets so many gardeners. You see your plant looking a little droopy and your first instinct? More water. But here's the truth, too much water can actually kill your plants faster than too little. Overwatering suffocates roots, causing rot and fungal diseases. You might think you're helping, but in reality, you're drowning them. How do you know when to water? Try the finger test. Stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, water it. If it's still moist, leave it alone. Also, always water in the morning or late afternoon to stop evaporation and fungal issues. And if you're using a pot, make sure it has drainage holes. Standing water is a plant's worst enemy. Myth 2, full sun is best for all plants. Raise your hand if you've ever put a plant in direct sunlight, thinking it'll thrive, only to watch it struggle. I've been there too. The truth is, different plants have different light needs. Some plants, like tomatoes and peppers, love full sun. But leafy greens, ferns, and hostas, they need partial shade or they'll fry. If you notice crispy leaves or wilting, your plant might be getting too much sun. A quick tip, check the plant tag or do a little research before planting. And if you already planted something in the wrong spot, don't panic. Just move it or create some shade using cloths or taller plants. Myth 3, all garden soil is the same. Here's a big one. A lot of people think soil is just dirt, but soil is everything when it comes to plant health. Bad soil equals bad plants. There are 3 main types. Clay soil holds too much water and gets compacted. Sandy soil drains too fast and lacks nutrients. Loamy soil is the sweet spot. It holds moisture, but drains well. So, how do you fix bad soil?
Simple compost.
Adding compost improves any soil type by boosting nutrients and improving drainage. If you're serious about gardening, get a soil test kit. It'll tell you exactly what your soil needs, so you don't waste money on the wrong fertilizers. All right, let's do a quick recap.
Water only when needed, check by touching the soil with your finger.
Understand your plant's light needs. Plants that thrive in shade can't tolerate full sun. Improve your soil. Compost works wonders. If you follow these proven tips instead of common gardening myths, your plants will thrive. Gardening isn't about doing more, it's about doing what works. Here's the most important lesson I've learned: gardening is about balance. Too much water, harmful. Too little water, also harmful. Too much sun, harmful. Too little sun, harmful. It's all about understanding what each plant needs. Once you focus on that, everything improves. I used to have trouble growing tomatoes every year.
They get sick, wilt, or drop fruit too soon.
But when I stopped overwatering, used better soil, and gave them ideal sunlight, I finally succeeded. It was a total game changer. So now that you've learned the truth, I want to hear from you. What gardening tips or myths have you encountered? Have you ever followed advice that didn't work? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if this helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for more gardening tips. When you garden the right way, everything thrives. Happy gardening!